Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. And Happy New Year! I think I'm recording this on I'm clearly recording this earlier, but I think this is going up on New Year's Day. If it is going up on New Year's Day, Happy New Year! Now, I would have called this video something like most exciting post ever. And I know for some of you that might seem a little bit clickbaity, a little bit exaggerated, but I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no exaggeration here. You see, those of you that watch the channel regularly, you'll know a little bit about me. You'll know a little bit about my tastes, etc., etc. Hopefully you're not going to be great at, say, answering a quiz on my family. That would be weird. We'd have to have a chat. But you probably know that I'm quite a Pokemon fan at this stage. And that, when it comes to Japan, I am quite the fan. Pokemon as well as several other things. And you probably know that a parcel coming from Japan is going to be fairly interesting to me. You probably also know that I'm quite a fan of the lovely Antoine Boulet, one of our very favourites here. Now, a little while ago, we did... let's keep that as a surprise. A little while ago, we did an opening. We did the opening with Antoine. And essentially, Antoine went and bought a box of Shiny Star V. Oh, look at the little tape. It's Mount Fuji with a little sun that looks like a symbol on Japanese flag. And we did an opening where Antoine basically went and bought us a box of Shiny Star V. And opened it, and we joined them on Discord and did kind of like a joint opening, and it was awesome. And Antoine was like, well, I need to send you your cards. I was like, that would be lovely. I'd like to have my cards at some point. And Anton went, well, if I'm sending a package from Japan to England anyway, is there anything else you want? Let's just say I was far more reserved than I would like to be. It's a general answer to the question. My wife asked, how much did you spend? And my answer generally is more than you wanted, but less than I wanted. So I gave Antoine a little list. Not a big list, but a little list of a couple of things that I really wanted to try and source from Japan. And Antoine has apparently chucked in a couple of extra bits as well to make it even a little bit more exciting. So in here, basically what we've got this extra thing here which I'm going to show you in a minute. It's so cool. I've been after that for a while now. We've got my box of Shiny Star V, which we've already done an opening. You have already seen that one. And if you haven't, I'll link it in the description. Plus some extra little bits that Antoine has very kindly gone and sourced for me. Plus a couple of extras. Do you want to guess what's in here, ladies and gentlemen? I believe this is the one. This is, if you watch the opening, it was just ridiculous excitement. Now for those, I can't get this tape off. For those of you that haven't watched the opening, here we go. Shiny Charizard VMAX in a very cool top loader thing. I don't have any like that. That's a very cool top loadery thing. That is just a thing of absolute beauty. I've not had the card in my hand until this very moment. And, it's a thing of beauty, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute thing of beauty. It's not out yet. It's going to be in Shiny Star V. This is Shiny Star V. It's going to be in Shining Fates over here. This is going to be the chase card. We pulled it, and that is... I'm still just... like the idea that I bought a box and pulled that is still... wonderful. Right. So, now from an opening standpoint, okay, so we need to figure out what's what here. Okay, so... I think we're just going to have to go through and see what's in what order. So lots of this is just my box of Shiny Star V. It is as we would expect, but there are hopefully going to be some surprises as we go. So Coughing, bearing in mind that's a new card, we got ourselves an Oranguru. Let's go and put the Shinies, Hollows in a different pile. There we've got the Arctazol. Now, these are very cool. These are we didn't show these off when we did the opening. These are basically the art cards that were in Shiny Star V. Now, the old style art cards, and I've already used the code, so sorry, they had these codes on the back. And these codes on the back gave you access to certain things in-game in Sword and Shield, including Genesect, Volcanion, and Marshadow. Like I say, unfortunately, I've used all the codes. I gave the rest to a friend. But there are 24 art cards on here. And between what I pulled in my box, some that have been lovingly donated by Antoine, because Antoine's awesome, and one donated by the lovely Stephen Kent and one by Randolph on Twitter, I've actually managed to complete this set of 24 art cards. And I'm going to go in a minute and put them in a binder page because I literally have now got all 24, which is very, very cool. And what's even more cool, if you didn't get one of the first kind of run of boxes, they still reprinted these. These are still in there, but they've now got adverts for Sword and Shield and stuff, the Isle of Armor on the back. So essentially, you can still get the art cards, but not with the codes on, which is very cool. So and I don't know why I just really wanted to complete the art set. I don't think they're going to be worth anything in the future. I just think they're awesome. So these are a lot of the cards we got. We're not going to dwell on these very much. This is my box of Shiny Star V. We did the opening. I think redoing the opening would be slightly cheeky. Ball Guy, brand new card. You had to get a Ball Guy, didn't you? One thing I do find a little bit sad is you get one Rusted Sword or Rusted Shield per box. And I opened 2 boxes and got 2 Rusted Shields, which is a little bit sad. But there's a Zacian and a Cinderace and a Scorbunny. A Drakazole, I want to say. Thwacky's a new card in the set, remember? It's a brand new Thwacky not seen before. That's a new card, Team Yell Towel or something. So these are just, you know, your gem. Oh, now that's a thing of beauty. So that's my Reshiram Amazing Rare. I really wanted to pull Kyogre from my second box, because now, yes, there we go. So I got Reshiram and Evil Towel from my box, and then my second box I opened, I pulled a second Reshiram. So I didn't, unfortunately, complete the set of the 3 of them, which is sad. But I've got my shiny Galarian Sirfetch'd there. Now, shiny Ducklet I did not actually pull from my box, but a trade was orchestrated with the lovely Antoine because I wanted shiny Ducklet, and now I have shiny Ducklet to go with shiny Swanna. Had to be done, didn't it? Yeah, it's very bird-related shinies. Oh! Oh, this was one I was hoping was in there. Okay, so they recently opened a new Pokemon Center over in Japan. And they released a Kanazawa, I think it is, Pikachu, to commemorate. Now, these are free. You just wandered into a Pokemon Center. I don't think you had to buy anything. You may have had to. But these were just giveaways at the Pokemon Center. But these are just... It's a lovely holo Pikachu promo which can only be got at the Pokemon Center. Does this mean we've reached the extras bit? Oh, oh, it's the Charizard. Oh, I wanted this. I wanted this Charizard. Of course, goes very well with the other boy we've got here. We all like our Charizards. Ah, not the camera. I'm not the camera. Now, this was an illustrator Charizard. There was an illustration contest over in Japan. And this was the winner, and the prize was that you got your card printed. Now, the previous winner drew a Gardevoir, and actually drew a promo Eevee and Jolteon. They're in Battle Styles blisters over here. They were gym promos in Japan. But that person has been contracted as an artist, so maybe this person will as well. This is another one. I think you had to buy like a couple of packs, and it was free. But obviously, people descended on the Pokemon Center in droves, and it ran out. I think they have been reissuing them a little bit, but I wanted this Charizard. Oh, it's a Phanpy! It's Gym Promo Phanpy! This is the Phanpy that was in Vivid Voltage, 30 damage for each damage counter on it. I still can't get that Donphan to work, though I keep trying. But I love Phanpy, and this was an alternate art Gym Promo, which has not, I believe, been released over here yet. So having the Japanese version is cool. Oh, it's Kyogre Amazing Rare! See, I keep talking about Anton being like one of the best people. And I think this post is only proving that to be true. I told you that I got 2 of the amazing rares in my box, but I didn't get Kyogre. Now, bearing in mind I called my son Archie, Kyogre was actually the one I most wanted. And I bought a second box and I didn't get it. There were a couple of people that were selling them on Facebook for fairly cheap, but I wanted to wait to see if I got it in my second box like an idiot. And I didn't. And now I have one, so now I've got the 3 of them. Oh, I love that. And the art is amazing. Right, now these are ones I didn't know I was getting. And look, I know these aren't Pokemon cards, right? Let's get this out there right at the beginning. I know this isn't a Pokemon card, but it's all in the same package and it's mostly Pokemon. You have to forgive me. For those that follow my other channel, Wassy Plays, I am becoming quite a fan of the Digimon trading card game. Although, let's be clear, it is not replacing Pokemon. It is a fun little extra. Pokemon still my jam. But these are... Now, I believe... Yes, okay. So what we've got here is Granku Wagamon and Metal Garurumon. Not Wargreymon, could not be found at a decent price, unfortunately, fast enough. Which is sad, but hey-ho. These were promos that were given out when you bought 2 starter decks in Japan. They have actually been confirmed as Dash Pack promos for the 3rd booster set BT4. Yes, I know that sounds weird. Over here, but I love having those. So that's kind of cool. And then we've got our reverse holos from the set. I dropped one. Actually, I dropped a bunch. Now, you'll notice they've got a very... You have to wait for the camera to go. They've got a very new, very different style of Rev Holo with all the circles on. So that is very, very cool. And these are all reverse holos, and they're very shiny on the front. I think they're all reverse holos. Yeah, there's my Wimpod. And just... Oh, so many Mad Party Pokemon. Right, and then we get all of the Vs and such. So we've got an Indeedee V, and an Eldegoss V, and a Cramorant V, and a Zamazenta V, and a Crobat V, still don't have an English one, and a Ditto V, I really wanted Ditto V. And then Toxtricity VMAX, and Rillaboom VMAX, I have 3 of them in Japanese now. And Crobat VMAX, another one that I really wanted to get from the set. And then we got a bunch of others. There's a Gengar and a Hooper. There were like 2 holos. Oh, see, there's a Rusted Shield, which I told you about, which is very, very sad. I wanted a Rusted Sword. I have 2 Rusted Shield. Let's try and get that back in the middle, shall we? And then there's just a bunch of other Shiny Star V cards that we're not going to dwell on here. I mean, I'll show them off because they're in the post. But really, I mean, I wanted my Charizard back because that card's amazing. And I wanted all, you know, the extra stuff. Now, I asked Antoine for the Digimon promos. I did not ask Antoine to... Well, I kind of asked about the Charizard a while ago. But the Charizard and the Pikachu and the Kyogre, I'm going to be honest with you, are very cool surprises. So, that is just... Yeah. You'll notice, like this one, this was a Champion's Path promo over here. It was in the pin collection. A lot of our alternate art promos ended up in this set in Japan, just because, I mean, where else are they going to put them? So, got all of these, and then there's a Toxicroak. I'll sort these all out properly later. Let's not drag the opening out. But I did just want to show you all the cool stuff. Ice-Q, I love Ice-Q. Galarian, Berserker. There's a powerful colourless energy. Galarian, Darmanitan. And Blipbug. I want to say it's Blipbug. So, I mean, look, this is all very, very cool stuff, right? The Digimon cards are cool. I know that's not really what I'm supposed to show on this channel, but shh. I'm not doing a separate opening just for them. Oh, the Phanpy, I knew there was a 4th card. So we got the shiny Pokemon, which are very, very cool, and we've got the Vs and VMAXs, which are very, very cool, especially the Crobat and the Ditto, which I like very much, because I like them because they're new cards, all right? These extra promos that Antoine chucked in are so, so, so generous, especially with the Kyogre. That is, frankly, probably more than I deserve. I can't be mad because they're so cool, but I'm not sure I've done quite enough to deserve that, unfortunately. Never mind. Antoine's just awesome. But there is one, and obviously the art cards, and I love these art cards. But we'll sort these all out properly later. There is one other thing, and this was a request that I made. It's something I found out about a few months back. And I've been trying to find a way to source it ever since. And it kind of pops up on eBay occasionally, but it's never in the UK. It's kind of in the US, and it always ends up being super expensive. What it is the Pokemon trading card game for Nintendo 3DS. Hands up, how many of you actually knew that they made the Pokemon trading card game for Nintendo 3DS? Now, they did make 2 on the Game Boy Color, one that came out around the world, one that was Japanese exclusive, and obviously we've got PTCGO, which, you know, is a fully functioning online version, but they did make a version for the DS as well. Now, I'm slow rolling you a tiny bit here, because it wasn't really the Pokemon trading card game. What it was a DS cut, just wait for it to focus there, which was a learn to play. Is this just not going to focus on it because it's too small? There we go. No, wait for it. Come on, you can do this. I believe in you. You're a really expensive camera. I expect more. Right, fine. You can just see it small over here. But essentially, what we have here is learn to play software on the 3DS. Oh, sorry, the DS. We're talking Gen 5. I mean, if you have a look here, this is clearly a Gen 5 featured product. Now, when you actually bought it in Japan, this came with a Gen 5 box. So you'd get holos of Samurott and Emboar and Snivy's full evolution, whose name has completely escaped me, which is annoying. Superior, there we go. And it's learn to play software. It is learn to play Pokemon TCG software, but and then there's like a whole bunch of black and white cards shown off at the back. I'm learning Japanese, but far too slowly. So it's kind of like there is actually a whole learn to play in the booklet here, it seems like. Actually takes you through the whole game in the booklet. But it is a learn to play Pokemon TCG game on the Nintendo DS. Like I say, never saw a release outside of Japan, and it's not a fully functioning simulator. I'm fairly sure there's no two-player version. Could be wrong about that. But it is just learn to play software on the DS. And as a weird Pokemon TCG curiosity, how could I not pick that up? But like I say, I've been really struggling. I found out about it maybe 6 months ago, and I've just been trying to find a way to get a decently priced copy to me. And when Antoine was sending me posts anyway, I was like, Antoine, can you pick one? And it costs so little money in Japan. It costs literally like a couple of... I think it might actually have been like 500 yen, which is less than a fiver. I could be wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure, but it did not cost an arm and a leg, I'll tell you that. And now I have it. And my Japanese reading needs to get a whole bunch better so I can really enjoy it. But one day it will be. And then I can learn to play the Pokemon trading card game in Japanese on the on the Nintendo DS. I'm still weirded out that this exists. I am so weirded out that this is a thing. One day in the future, I'm going to bring you a whole proper video about it, you know, really showing you what it is and what it does, etc. But for today, I just wanted to show it off. Right, Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. This has gone on too long. When I said best post ever, it's got to learn to play Pokemon TCG on the DS, a shiny Charizard VMAX, all the other art cards I need, and a bunch of really cool stuff, including Illustrator Charizard, Kanazawa Pikachu, shiny Ducklet. I don't think I've had better posts than that this year. I've had some cool posts, but I think this might be my favourite. I think it might be. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, have a Happy New Year, however you're celebrating, whatever you're up to. I hope it's fun. Thank you very much for watching. Tell me about your favourite posts that you've ever had. Preferably Pokemon related, but doesn't have to be. I'll hear them all. Chuck them down in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice, and then the usual stuff. Comment, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching the first, I want to say, of the new year of PTCG Radio. Bye!